Thank you, Taylor. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is going to be the typical business communication patterns in Germany, because they are a lot different than they are in the U.S. So first, for Germans, first impressions are extremely important. A lot of the time, if a first impression isn't received well, it can completely ruin a business relationship just from the start. And next, phone conversations are very typical, but it's important to have the right greeting. You must always address someone by their last name. First names are typically reserved just for family members. And then in general, just the way they communicate, Germans are extremely straight to the point, and they like to get to the point quickly, and they're extremely formal. So because of this, a lot of their communication is written, and it's written for two reasons. First, they want to back up all the decisions they make on paper, and then second, to just kind of maintain a record of what decisions they did make and kind of have adequate documentation for all their decisions. And next, just kind of their business customs and their etiquette, because again, like their communication patterns, they're very different. Germans value three things above everything else, and that's order, privacy, and punctuality. So for Germans, title is completely key. You must always address a superior by their full title and by full last name, and you must never kind of question one of their decisions. And then for people with adequate titles, that's kind of kept extremely just business. The main point for that relationship is just to get your tasks done on time, on schedule. And then that kind of relates back to privacy, and they have a very strict kind of keep your private life and business life separate. Those two are to never cross. And then punctuality, the main goal is just to make sure everything is done on schedule, on time, and delivered on time in the right way. And then third, just kind of the way they negotiate between companies. So there are three main ways, and that's going to be face-to-face in meetings, teleconferences, and then via the internet. So video conferences, so still kind of meetings, but just different ways. And meetings are scheduled months in advance by appointment, and the most typical is done in face-to-face. And kind of when you do get that meeting, you need to have your solid facts, and you need to have proof to back those up. And then decisions are always made very slowly and very detailed, and then that decision is followed up by action steps on how to implement that. And then in German, a handshake is your bond, and a verbal agreement is binding. And then lastly, conflict resolution. Germany is one of the only countries who is adding money to their conflict management, because they saw that this increased employee satisfaction as well as reduced cost. So they implemented the alternate dispute resolution in their business-to-business relationships, and that decreased the cost of their external legal costs, because kind of everyone's happy. So yeah, that's it for this. Next, Nathan is going to discuss time and personal space. Thank you.